Tropical Storm Arthur. Right now it is centered east of the island of Trinidad, about 160 miles. The top wind's 40 miles an hour, moving toward the west at 20 miles an hour. In the meantime, we still have our twin hurricanes out in the Pacific. We'll get back to those in a moment. We have another disturbed area way out there in the Atlantic we're looking at a little bit, and even one up here off the coast of the Carolinas and Florida, which if it hangs around a couple more days, it might get a little bit interesting. Well, here's the latest information on Tropical Storm Arthur, and as you can see, it is centered at 10.7 north and 58.5 west, and that is 160 miles east of Trinidad. And the top winds are 40 miles an hour, and it is moving toward the west at 20. And down here you can see it's located right there, and right there you see what the previous track has been. Moving a tad north of due west, but mostly toward the west, and we expect to see that continue. Now, at the rate it's going, it's not going to be more than 8 hours or so away from the island, so it should move into the Caribbean Sea during the night. There are warnings up. These have been issued by the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and they do include Trinidad and Tobago. It includes Grenada and the Grenadines, not very far up the chain there in the windward so far. And of course that means just be alert for winds 40 miles an hour or higher. Also, quite a lot of rain is likely to fall, we think. Might see 2 to 5 inches, enough to get some flash flooding. There's the latest picture of it. Once again, let's go ahead and put this picture into motion for you and show you what the motion has been now over the last, say, 12 hours. There it was early this morning, and you can see there that it's marching steadily off to the west, getting a little bit better organized. The outflow in the upper atmosphere is very good. It has its own little high already generated above that, and that's indicative, we think, of further strengthening. There's that area off the coast of Florida, just kind of a weak trough of low pressure area. I'm not concerned about it yet. But again, if it's going to sit there for a while, we might be a little concerned about it later on. Let's look at the rest of the Caribbean Sea. And the big picture here, there's that disturbance way out in the Atlantic, and here's the Caribbean. A very intense area of thunderstorms off Nicaragua, but we think that this is going to move westward mostly inland in Nicaragua and Honduras primarily before it can develop. At least that's the way it looks right now. The Gulf of Mexico is about free of clouds, nothing there to worry about at all. These are the twin hurricanes. The Zeta, the first one, 115 miles an hour, and that's centered 395 miles southeast of Cabo San Lucas. And Hernan is tapered off a little bit down to 140 miles an hour, still a huge, massive hurricane, and that is sending some swells up toward the southward-facing beaches in California, and we'll be reporting to you on that. In the meantime, here's Tom.